Nobody tells you what happens after financial freedom. For years, you imagine that one day you'll finally make it. No more worrying about bills, no more checking your bank account before buying something, no more waiting for payday. You believe that once you have enough money, life will finally begin. But here's the strange part. The day financial freedom arrives, it doesn't feel the way you expected, and almost nobody talks about what happens next. Every dream starts the same way. You don't dream about luxury, you dream about relief. Relief from stress, relief from debt, relief from wondering if your paycheck will be enough this month. When you're struggling financially, money feels like the answer to everything. You imagine waking up one day without anxiety, without pressure, without constantly calculating every expense. So you begin the journey. You save more than you spend. You invest consistently. You avoid lifestyle inflation while everyone around you upgrades their lives. You delay gratification. You say no to things today so your future can say yes. Years pass. Your portfolio slowly grows, not overnight, not through luck, but through patience. Most people quit because the progress feels invisible. The first years are frustrating. You save thousands, but your life barely changes. Then something interesting happens. Your investments begin earning more than your own savings. For the first time, your money starts working harder than you do. That's when you realize you're no longer building wealth alone. Your assets have joined the team. From that moment, every year becomes a little easier than the one before. Not because you're working harder, but because your money has learned how to work without you. Eventually, you reach a point you once thought was impossible. Your investments generate enough income to cover your lifestyle. You don't have to work anymore. You simply choose to. One morning, you wake up. Everything looks exactly the same. The coffee tastes the same. The sun rises the same. The world keeps moving. But something inside you has completely changed. You check your phone, you look at your investment income, and suddenly, it hits you. If your boss called today, your life wouldn't fall apart. If you decided to take 6 months off, nothing would collapse. For the first time in years, you realize something almost unbelievable. Your survival no longer depends on tomorrow's paycheck. That feeling isn't excitement. It isn't celebration. It's something much quieter. It's peace. A kind of peace you've probably never experienced before. The constant pressure that's been sitting on your shoulders for years simply disappears. And for a brief moment, life feels lighter than ever. But then, something unexpected begins to happen. Something nobody warned you about. The goal you've been chasing for years is finally behind you. For so long, every morning had a clear purpose. Earn more, save more, invest more, get closer to freedom. Every decision had direction. Every sacrifice had meaning. But once you arrive, something strange happens. You wake up one day, and there's no mountain left to climb. At least, that's what it feels like. Nobody warns you that after financial freedom, you stop fighting for survival. And when survival disappears, a much bigger question takes its place. What am I living for now? Money can solve financial problems. It can buy comfort, it can buy security, it can even buy time. But it can't decide how you should spend that time. That's a decision only you can make. Many people believe they'll never work again after becoming financially free. But something surprising happens. Most of them choose to keep working. Not because they need the money, because they need a reason to wake up excited. The difference is, now they work because they want to, not because they have to. That's real freedom. Freedom isn't doing nothing. Freedom is choosing everything, choosing who you work with, choosing where you live, choosing how your day begins, choosing what deserves your energy. You slowly realize the greatest luxury was never the mansion, or the sports car, or the expensive watch. The greatest luxury is owning your time. Imagine waking up on a Tuesday morning. No alarm clock, no rush hour traffic, no meetings you don't care about. You have breakfast with your family. Go for a walk. Read a book. Exercise. Start a project you've dreamed about for years. Not because someone told you to, because you finally can. That's a feeling money alone can never describe. And then, your relationship with money changes forever. You stop asking, how can I become richer? Instead, you start asking, how can I make this life worth living? That question changes everything. Because eventually, you realize something almost nobody understands. Financial freedom was never the destination. It was simply the ticket to design your own life, to choose your own schedule, to protect your health, to spend time with the people you love, to say no without fear, to say yes without asking permission. In the end, the people who truly win aren't the ones with the biggest bank accounts. They're the ones who no longer trade their lives for money. Because once your money works for you, your life finally belongs to you. So if you're still building toward financial freedom, don't think of it as the finish line. Think of it as the day your real life finally begins. Financial freedom doesn't give you a better life. It gives you the freedom to build one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.